My name is Richard Burkhill and I am the Director of Digital Learning for the whole school and I'm Head of Computing in the Prep School. So I was born in the UK and I studied computer applications at university. I then created my own IT support and development company, which I ran for 6 years. Took a change into teaching in 2010 and I taught in a UK secondary school for 6 years. I then moved to Beijing and taught in a British international school there for 3 years, doing a similar role to here. And I moved to Thailand now 4 years ago. So I would say there's no typical day at RST, which is what makes it exciting and different to be here. Obviously the teaching takes up the primary time that we have in the day. And the role is split into administrative and practical sides. And the administrative is dealing with such things as subscriptions and EdTech training. There's a lot of planning involved in things like parent workshops, e-sport events, general community strand that we're focusing on as well. Has a lot of planning and collaboration with other international schools. And also a lot of work outside of the classroom with the students in initiatives such as the tech team, and a lot of planning with the amazing staff we have that is making these opportunities possible for these students, doing the backstage technical setup for the big productions we have here, and in the future streaming of sports events and such things as that. The most memorable teaching moment is not one in itself for me, because it happens quite a few times. Especially in computing, we do a lot of exploratory learning, which is often seen to be the best way of learning new apps or techniques or software. Every single time that happens, there is always a moment where a student teaches me something that I didn't know. We make a really big deal of that because it really opens up the idea that this is a two-way street being in the classroom, and actually we can all learn off each other all the time. I don't have anything hidden in respects of talents in that way. I think the talents I've pursued have always been quite public, such as playing the piano from a small age, resulted in now being in a couple of bands, on the side, which is not particularly secret. And my pursuit of the outdoors with mountain biking and hiking involves a lot of the community here as well, again, not being very secret. There is no hidden talent, just what I like to share with other people. I would definitely invite Steve Jobs, purely because of his passion in the way that he articulated ideas and saw a problem and pursued a solution with such passion and drive that it inevitably did change the world. And also Yuval Harari, who's a professor that I follow, and his work in books such as Homo Deus and Sapiens, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. I think we can all learn a lot from that kind of mindset and looking at things at a bigger perspective. The culture in Thailand is what I love most about here. The people and the general feel. People talk a lot about vibes and atmosphere. The atmosphere and vibe, just being in Thailand as a foreigner anyway, is one of such hospitality, kind, caring, thoughtful, and there is less of a rush, fast-paced, must do everything immediately. And that is a real relief from living in the West, which I think is very much the opposite of that kind of mentality.